A Sorcerer Supreme and a Ghost Rider meet the Spirit Rider. Real name Kushla, she's from the 1800s. Right now, you see a Ghost Rider out here fucking Manhattan up. That's Johnny Blaze. But something is corrupting his spirit of vengeance. A spirit that you will soon learn that is more connected to her than he ever had imagined. The spirit inside of her is not like Johnny's spirit of vengeance. It is something else. Even Doctor Strange cannot pinpoint its origins, nor could the internet bring her the answers to better understand herself, and that brings her to know who she is. Her mother called her Little Bear, Doctor Strange called her Sorcerer Supreme, but you can call her Kushla, like I said. She used to be called the Demon Rider. So the next morning in Burbank, California, right, Doctor Strange come to pop up on her. He came to her so she can help Johnny Blaze. She told him that a demon has taken control of him while he sleeps. And this one is new. It has corrupted the very core of his soul. And that demon is connected to her. So she like, perhaps Johnny's soul will bring answers to her own questions. So they go to the mountain where her people had got massacred. She had to sit there and watch them get murdered one by one, every last woman, child, except for her. So they asked her, like, do you think this part of this demon that possessed me is here somewhere? Johnny was like, what is it? She said, I don't know. I have been searching for answers ever since I first encountered the entity. It seems I can control it just as you control your spirit of vengeance. Johnny was like, yeah, but mine is connected to hell. This one feels like an alien is inside of me. So Kushla came up with the plan to go inside of him. Doctor Strange was going to stay there to use his magic just in case anything went horribly wrong. But she told him if anything go horribly wrong, we already fucked. So Johnny was like, hold on, you gonna enter me completely, as in your entire body? Yes, it's what make my abilities different from strange astral projection. My physical body, not just my mind, can travel the planes of existence. I call it riding the spirit, aka Spirit Rider. So she literally goes inside of his fucking body. Then she starts to see like everything this motherfucker been up to this point of him being king of hell and him getting cured by his brother, which is fucking Danny Catch-ass right here. And she explained that he was the perfect host for Zarathos because his ass lived for chaos. If you see his ass riding on a damn motorcycle, just like his dad did. So they get to this carnival inside of his memories where his dad died. And sure enough, they end up meeting up with his dad. Johnny asked what happens next once we pull this off. We clear out the infection? She said yes, but only for this round. Next, we must travel through air, then brave the fire, and finally cross the water. Then we will find ourselves at the mountain. That is the center of your soul, where your true spirit resides. It is there we must find this demon. So that's what she hear. Hey, you two. It was Johnny's dad. Johnny's dad told him to come over to his camp to fucking eat some burgers with him before he had to go for his stunt. The demon at that point in time was starting to wake up and find out where the hell the Spirit Rider was at. So they go in there, eat burgers and shit with him. Then you see fucking Johnny as a kid run in there. Then after that, they go watch his dad go do his little stunt. But this is where the motherfucker blows the fuck up and dies. Come to find out, it was that demon. He was taking control of his dad. She told him to protect the young self of himself because the young self is gonna help rejuvenate his soul. And if he dies, that demon will be at full strength. So he told her to leave and don't worry about her. He was like, right. She's a Sorcerer Supreme. Come on, Johnny, stop thinking you need to save everyone. You need to save ourselves right now. Roxanne always used to say, can't love anyone until you love yourself. Spirit Rider up there fighting all these motherfuckers, right? She's like, who are you? What are you? What is inside of me? The motherfucker's like, we are inside of you. You are inside of us. Your family murdered you. A murder of vengeance. We want your vengeance. Then take it. She blast their ass. And she was like, there is more to the picture here. This is no simple demon from hell. So they hop into this plane, right, and take off. Motherfucker tried to get on the plane, but she kicked it off. So they got his innocence, right? The motherfucker ended up returning to the clouds as water to be transformed into the rain that nourish his soul. That's when they went somewhere else. Johnny asked, what the hell were you up against? She said, this demon, this thing seems to tied to certain memories, but that's not all. It has a consciousness of its own and intentions for beyond your spirit of vengeance. Earlier, you described it as alien. I am beginning to suspect you were right. He was like, so how did it get inside of me and why? I'm no longer sure it is here for you, Blaze. I suspect you are only its first victim. So it wants all the Ghost Riders. She was like, perhaps. It's surely power hungry. Johnny's like, how the fuck do we beat it? She said, honestly, I have no idea. We must be ready for anything. So then they heard something. It was Johnny's mom. She was trying to tell him, like, look, I think this is a distraction. I don't think we're supposed to be here. We gonna stay. She's like, look, I think that shit is a test. He said, we're finna fucking stay, as his ass turned into the Ghost Rider. His brother and sister was in the back playing guitar and shit, and he wanted to try to save him like he did his younger self. So he up here chilling with his family. That's when she told him, like, look, we gotta leave. He was like, look, you don't understand this shit. I don't want to leave. She tell him, like, look, you don't want to do this, Johnny. That's when his mom was like, oh, he certainly does want to do this. It was the damn demon again. So she burns the fuck out of Johnny's fucking sisters and them. And Johnny pissed. He like, you finna pay for that shit. She said, I already have. Now the demon knows where we are and there's no turning back time or to die. So they get to fighting. She trying to tell him, like, none of this shit is real. He said, I'm trying to figure out what's real or not. All I ever wanted to do was ride my bike, drink a beer at a barbecue, and kiss my girl for a long day working on stunt cars. Instead, I got a freaking demon inside of me in a world of pain. I'm sick of it all. That's when Zarathos popped out, and he had to fight this motherfucker, and her ass started to fall into her own memories. You see her little backstory, her when she was with the other Sorcerer Supreme to try to stop that damn villain. Motherfucker was trying to fucking destroy the multiverse. She said she could have easily succumbed to the vengeance as Johnny did, but it was her Aunt Jessa that helped her ass learn how to control it and learn how to ride the fire. She finally gets to the damn mountain place that she was trying to take Johnny there to. And when she get there, she has to watch all her people die again. Then her mom had said her final words, my daughter of the 7 generations reaching before and extending beyond. Then as her mother breathes her final breath in the icy cold, she sends her a vision. It was of this thing. She finally understood what she was facing. Not a demon, but a memory. She knows her. A wand pierces the center of a near-perfect world, splitting it into light and shadow, life and death, birth and rebirth. I see a planet destroyed, along with an entire multiverse. I understand that this world, this Leviathan, was a sentient being, a living and breathing life force that had a symbiotic relationship with its inhabitants. The will and well-being of the people determined that of their living home, complete symbiosis. It was both a wonderful connection and also a dangerous one. If the people became sick and corrupted, so would the planet. And this is exactly what happened. A powerful artifact was discovered on this planet, one of the 6 wands of Watum, and an object known only for its raw power and danger. The wand corrupted Leviathan's people, led them to arrogance and greed, and so the planet consumed itself from within, and then spread its dark shadow over the multiverse. It fed. Its insatiable appetite was fueled by the cruelty of its inhabitants until at last it fed upon itself, creating a hole of dark matter that tore into another multiverse as it collapsed inward. But one thing escaped. One piece fell through into the new multiverse. A memory of vengeance. All the evil that had driven the planet to its own death had now given itself new life. It shattered through our multiverse, fragments of its falling through time and space. For generations, it had gathered itself together again, seeking over more pain and more death. Until nearly complete, it found me. The peace lodged in Johnny's soul is the last, and it knew I would come. The Leviathan never cared about Johnny at all. This is her spirit of vengeance, Leviathan. He is the rage of a dead world, Rider, and he's come to take back this other half. Be reborn into the world, and for the time of his wrath and reckoning is upon them. So she fight this motherfucker, right? And the capture, it said, I enjoy when my meal puts up a good fight. She said, I can't defend it with its own vengeance. My powers are nothing here. I closed my eyes for what I imagined would be the last time, but then she see her mother, and that's when she knew what to do. Let go. So the motherfucker started to lose power and shit until it became small as hell like this. She said, you sought to extract the bit of you that has lived inside of me, little Leviathan, but it is one with me now, and my will, at last, is stronger than yours. She ate that motherfucker, right? Then she travels back out of Johnny's mind, and she wanted to be returned back to her time period, the 1800s. Doctor Strange creates a portal for her. She's back in the 1800s. And now you know who Kushla is, a Sorcerer Supreme that is no longer a Ghost Rider or a Demon Rider, nor a Spirit of Vengeance. She is something new. She is the Spirit Rider.